Hello friends and welcome back to Scroll Stories. Today I've got a highly upvoted post from the best of Redditor update subreddit for you all. Like always, I will be reading you the post and giving you my opinion, and I will also be rank pushing in PUBG Mobile at the same time. So I hope you enjoy. Today's story was originally posted by Ukeepers5 on the relationship advice subreddit back in March 2015 and later shared on best of Redditor updates. It was titled Me 22 female with my boyfriend 28 male of 7 months. He has been blocking a lot of my male friends on my Facebook without my knowledge. So she found out something was off when she was hanging out with a group of friends and one of them asked if she had deleted her Facebook. She said no, and he told her she had disappeared from his friend list. When she checked her phone, she realized he had been blocked and so had a whole bunch of her other male friends and acquaintances, none of whom she had blocked herself. She was pretty sure her boyfriend was behind it since she let him use her computer and it would have been easy for him to do. Early in the relationship, he had gotten jealous over one guy she used to message, someone she had a little history with, and asked her to delete him. She was okay with that one because at least he talked to her about it first. But this was different. He went behind her back and blocked multiple people without saying a word. When she confronted him, he admitted it immediately like it was nothing. He told her it was not that he did not trust her. He just did not trust her friends. He said it was normal for you guys to be protective of their girlfriends. She told him it still felt like he did not trust her and that doing it secretly made it worse. He did not seem to understand why she was upset at all. She also noted the age gap. She is 22 and he is 28 and mentioned she had not had a boyfriend do anything like this before, so she was not sure if she was overacting. Scroll Stories Corner. She is not overacting, not even a little bit. Let's start with the I don't trust your friend, not you line, because that is one of the oldest deflection in the book and it does not hold up at all. If you trust her, it will not matter what her friends did. She is grown adult who can handle herself. The moment someone try to cut off your social connections behind your back and then frame it as being protective, that is a control tactic, not love. And the fact that he did it secretly is the worst part. He did not bring it up, did not ask her, did not even mention it. He just quietly went through her account and removed people he did not like. That's not protection, that's surveillance. And when she caught him, his reaction was not guilt or remorse. It's not a big deal. That tell you everything about how he views her autonomy. The age gap comment from Reddit is also worth thinking about. A 20-year-old going after a 20-year-old and immediately moving to isolate her from male friends is a pattern. He likely chose someone younger because he thought he could get away with this behavior, and with someone his own age and more experience, he probably could not. Top comments. One of the top comments broke down the I don't trust your friends excuse perfectly, pointing out that if he actually trusted he'd know she has a say in what happens. By saying he does not trust the guys, he's really saying he does not trust her judgment or her ability to handle herself. It's insulting and it's just a deflected way of saying I don't trust you. Another commenter pointing out something that stuck with me. He believes guys cannot help themselves because that's how he himself thinks. If he had a close female friends, he'd probably be trying something with her. It's pure projection. The way he sees other men is just reflection of how he actually behaves. Someone else noted that the age gap was not a coincidence, that men like this target younger women specifically because they think they can get away with controlling behavior that someone with more experience would shut down immediately. Update 1 week later. She came back a week later with an update. She said it had been a tough week, but she was starting to feel positive about getting out. After reading everyone's replies, she started thinking about other things in the relationship she had overlooked. Things she had brushed off because she thought it was just him loving her, but were actually controlling behavior she had not recognized at the time. She texted him saying she could not come over that night. He blew up her phone, kept calling, kept texting, demanding she answer. She eventually gave in and picked up. When she told him the Facebook thing was still bothering her and that she did not like him trying to control her, he told her she was only upset because she had a guilty conscience, basically accusing her of cheating that made her so angry. She told him it was over and hung up. The next day, after they both cooled down, she agreed to meet him. He tried to hug and kiss her like nothing had happened. She pushed him away. They talked, but he never once apologized or admitted he was wrong. He kept standing by his excuse that he does not trust them, and even even tried to spin it into a compliment, saying her male friends cannot help themselves. She went into the meeting with a little hope that he'd apologize and they could work it out. His reaction killed that hope completely. She told him he was full of it, that he was trying to control her and that she was done. He got angry and called her names. A few days later, he came back with apologize and I love you message. She met him once more time, heard him out, but felt like he was just saying what he thought she wanted to hear, so she ended it again. His parting words were, and I quote, "Fine, go and be a fucking way." Then she said it was painful to hear from someone she thought loved her, but it also confirmed she was making the right call. Scroll Stories Corner. That last line from him says it all. The moment she stopped being controllable, when she went from girlfriend I need to protect to being insulted on the way out, that's not love. That was never love. That was ownership. And the way he kept calling and texting when she said she needed space, then accusing her of having a guilty conscience, then love bombing her with apologize. That's a textbook cycle. She is lucky she saw through it when she did, because someone more skilled at manipulation would have kept that cycle going much longer. The guys cannot help themselves line from the update is the most revealing thing he said throughout this whole situation. He is not talking about other guys, he is talking about himself. He would absolutely make a move on a female friend if given the chance, and he assumed every other man is the same. That's projection at its clearest. She got out, that's what matters. And honestly, him showing his true colors so quickly. The name calling, the guilt trips, the refusal to ever apologize, that actually helped her leave faster than if he'd played nice. Top comments from the update. One commenter pointed out that he gave himself away completely. The belief that guys cannot help themselves is just him admitting that's how he himself thinks and behaves. Projection at its finest. Another said she gave him 2 more chances than he deserved and that he was lucky she was even looking for some sign of remorse. If he had been a slightly better manipulator, she might have stayed. One comment warned that hopefully he stopped contacting me is not how these situations work, and that she needed to block him everywhere immediately, which fair. Several people also flagged the danger of meeting a controlling angry ex alone in person, and honestly that's worth saying clearly. Once someone shows that kind of behavior, meeting them privately is a real risk. Okay friends, so that concludes today's video. She got out of controlling relationship and recognized the red flags before things got worse, and that's the best possible outcome here. Leave a like and comment down below to let me know what you thought, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.